until a live rooster suddenly flew into the wedding scene and blew off the bride's veil. The bride's long hair flowed loose, revealing her stunning face. At that moment, the CEO finally understood. The country girl he had been trying so hard to break off the engagement with was actually the savior he had been searching for. Just a month earlier, the CEO had been attacked by his enemies. In that critical moment, he was discovered by a girl collecting herbs in the mountains. The girl immediately stepped forward, effortlessly fighting off the attackers and driving them away. The CEO was about to thank her, but he fainted in the girl's arms due to overwork. The girl reluctantly took him home to recover. But just as she finished treating the CEO's wound, she received an emergency message from the hospital the next second. So, the girl left him a trail of directions down the mountain and hurried away. A moment later, the CEO awoke and found the letter the girl had left behind. He became intensely curious about her. However, due to his severe injuries, he was unable to see the girl's face clearly. He only remembered her long, lustrous black hair. But what he didn't know was that the girl who saved his life was actually a famous medical expert. She had come down the mountain to fulfill her 99-day marriage agreement with the Qin family. She had spent years developing a miraculous elixir, but lacked a rare ingredient, a recipe known only to the Qin family. In desperation, she agreed to marry the grandson of the Qin patriarch for 99 days. Meanwhile, the CEO followed her instructions and safely descended the mountain. However, despite exhausting all his resources, he still could not find any trace of the girl. At this moment, his assistant received a message from the CEO's grandfather, ordering the president to return to his hometown to participate in this arranged marriage. But the CEO had already fallen in love with his mysterious savior from the previous night and refused to comply with his grandfather's arrangements. So, the CEO asked his assistant to tell his grandfather that he would be unable to attend the wedding due to his severe injuries. But this put his assistant in a difficult position. This is because Grandpa had warned that if the CEO refused to attend, he would be deprived of his inheritance rights. This only made the CEO even more curious about the girl. He had never imagined she could inspire such a bold move from his grandfather. Even so, the CEO refused to compromise. He agreed to attend the wedding, but not as the groom. Finally, the wedding arrived. With the CEO absent, the bride had to officiate alone. The guests murmured and cast strange glances, but the girl remained calm and gracefully accepted the bouquet from the officiant. She thought that silent endurance would allow the wedding to end peacefully. But the next moment, the CEO's sister arrived with a woman with ulterior motives. They mercilessly and publicly humiliated the bride. To further humiliate the bride, the scheming woman even ordered the waiter to bring a live rooster in place of the groom. But the bride remained unfazed. She knew that according to ancient custom, a rooster would only take the place of the groom after his death. Their actions would only make them look bad. Seeing her fearless composure, the CEO felt a surge of admiration. Meanwhile, the scheming woman realized she was no longer in control. To save face and teach the bride a lesson, she deliberately pushed the waiter. The frightened rooster lunged straight at the bride, knocking off her veil. The bride's long hair flowed loose, revealing her breathtaking beauty. This also allowed the CEO to fully grasp the girl's appearance. Could the CEO successfully recognize the girl? What story would unfold between the two? Follow me for more exciting updates.